Fairfield, Texas, and Terry County. So we're missing one delineator. We've got our sign at the right of way. Separated by a little raised concrete median. Looking back, you see the materials test section, material sample field testing location. The sharp signs there on the back of the two-way sign there. You'll also notice when we walk through the section, they have seal coated around our test section. You can see the exit lane, which has been sealed, as well as just off of the maintenance control zone at either end of the test section. We do have a fair amount of cracking within the test section. You'll see some longitudinal cracking in both of the wheel paths there. Some stray transverse cracks every now and then. We also have a fair amount of bleeding along the outside wheel, or I'm sorry, the inside wheel path closest to the inside lane. There's a transverse crack there. Bleeding out there too. We have a strip seal, or surface patch, if you will. It runs from about 65, 0.65 past station 1, about 8 feet wide. Does have some distress coming through it. You can see the beginnings of some alligator cracking starting to reflect through. Patch, station 1. This is one of the few test sections up here in the Lubbock District that does not have tape for all the pavement markings. Some more of the longitudinal cracking. Bleeding there in the inside wheel path. No real significant transverse cracking to speak of, but there are quite a few of these very tiny little 2 and 3 foot cracks at either edge of the section. A few places have just a small 2 foot transverse crack in the middle of the section. There is, however, quite a bit of this longitudinal cracking just 2 feet off of the shoulder stripe. The inside lane. I have seal coated entirely around this test section. You can see just up ahead maintenance control zone there where they started up again in the outside lane. Some more of the longitudinal cracking. Station 3. Here's one of the few transverse cracks that does extend across the entire width of the pavement. Particularly severe, however. Kind of an unusual little crack there. 2 little transverse cracks at either end. Some more unusual crack in here. Here again, we pick up some of the longitudinal cracking both in the inside wheel path and the outside wheel path. Some transverse cracking there. Quite a bit of distress here as we approach the end of the section. Excuse me. Fairly severe. I've labeled them as moderate severe transverse and longitudinal cracks. They have quite a bit of random cracking associated with them. Again, as I've noted before, it is fairly cold, so some of these cracks are a little bit more pronounced than what might otherwise be the case. However, with these you can see there is quite a bit of small and so forth, so I would hope that anyone looking at them are right now at least moderate severity. You can see the traffic monitoring installation here right at the end of the test section. The piezo sensor and the loops at either edge. Of that piezo sensor, again looking at the edge, you can see where the seal coat does start up again in the outside lane. So that this section has been seal coated around. Put back over the test section. Point out again a slight amount of dosimer bleeding in the inside wheel path, a small patch at the end of station 1, the beginning of station 2, the predominance of longitudinal cracking in the outside wheel path, with a few transverse cracks. With that, I'll conclude the video here for section 481076 on US 62, just south of Brownfield, Texas in Terry County.